What a absolute fucking boring day, to say the least. And I am fucking exhausted, man. Wanna know why? I went to bed 11 o'clock p.m. last night to wake up 4 o'clock in the fucking morning for nothing. Wanna know why? Because I'm a crazy ass, dumbass lunatic that may be. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to episode Lucas Young Productions on YouTube with your NFL Week 5 2025 predictions, to say the least. We are one Thursday, September, what is today? I said September. It's October 2nd, my birthday month, Lucas. Get your brain corrected, you know? It is your Thursday, month of September again. Your Thursday, October 2nd of 2025. If you're anything, follow me on social media, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, Lucas E. Allen. Watching today's video / podcast, hit the like button, today's video / podcast. Hit the subscribe button if you've done so already. Turn the bell for all post notifications. Don't miss an upload here on YouTube. And also leave a comment. Leave my NFL Week 5 predictions for the 2025 NFL season. We're going to start right now on 3, 2, 1. Time for your NFL Week 5 predictions, boys and girls. Shall we get started with Thursday Night Football tonight? Alright, let's get started with the Thursday Night Football game tonight between the Los Angeles Rams and San Francisco 49ers. The 49ers fans and the Rams in SoFi Stadium. I got the Los Angeles Rams defeating the San Francisco 49ers, and the Rams will improve to 4-1, and the 49ers will fall 3-2. Obviously, Rams come up a win last week against Indiana Jones and Daniel Jones. Scored 27-20 in SoFi Stadium. Obviously, ending the Colts' undefeated streak, the Rams did. And the 49ers obviously come off a loss, their first loss in their NFL season, against the Jacksonville Jaguars. And obviously losing against Trevor Lawrence and said Jaguars team in their home stadium, so Levi Stadium to say the least. You think they're going to lose 2 straight here? I don't think they're going to beat the Rams. I just don't think the way the 49ers' health concerns are in defense and offense with George Kittle. I only got Brock Purdy back this week, the quarterback position, but still. When you got your star tight end, I believe they also have Juwan Jennings and also Ricky Pearsall tonight. Man, who do they even have for fucking receivers? We don't have Brandon Ayuk, or Juwan Jennings, you got Ricky Pearsall. Those are the top 3 wide receivers on that team. I think they got Valdes-Scantling from a former Packer. Not unless my crowd's Valdes-Scantling, a former Packer. But no, I cannot fucking tell you to say the least. Unless Ayuk is back or something, maybe then another big time receiver. But our top 3 receivers and their tight end. Not very good for the 49ers at all. Especially on a short week in the NFL season to say the least. But so I got the Rams defeating the 49ers. So probably it would be not the greatest game because the Niners are not healthy. And also on defense, they also lost Nick Bosa for the rest of the year too. So you got the Rams defeating the 49ers. And the Rams will improve to 4-1. The 49ers will fall 3-2. Moving on to the Sunday lending game. The first true lending game. Remember last week I said predictions. I thought the Vikings and Steelers were taking place in London. Obviously it was not the case. It was in Ireland. I completely forgot about that to say the least. The Sunday London game is the Minnesota Vikings, go figure, defeating the Cleveland Browns. And I got the Vikings improving to 3-2. And the Browns to fall 1-4. Obviously, the first game career start in the NFL season for the rookie out of Oregon, Darian Gabriel, almost. Darian Gabriel, bro. Dylan Gabriel. Get it right, Lucas. Oh, my God. Dylan Gabriel making his first NFL start and taking on that juggernaut defense in Minnesota Vikings. My God, man, what a bad first game for basically Dylan Gabriel. Watson prove me wrong. I'm just throwing for like 5 touchdowns. Probably not, but you get the point. Knock on wood. I feel like every time I do that, I get fucking cursed. It feels like the rest of the fucking season. I've been feeling like this year, honestly. But I got the Minnesota Vikings defeating the Cleveland Browns. And the Vikings will improve to 3-2. And the Browns will fall to 1-4. On to the Sunday 1 p.m. game, shall we? That's just a boring London game. Vikings and Browns. How fucking boring can you get more than that? And watch this be a classic game. You hear a freaking knock outside my house. I'm sorry if you heard that, people. On to your Sunday 1 p.m. games, the Indianapolis Colts in their home stadium, Lucas Oil Stadium, taking on the Las Vegas Raiders, hosting the Las Vegas Raiders. I got the Colts defeating the Raiders, and the Colts will improve to 4-1, and the Raiders will fall 1-4. I think Indiana Jones will bounce back, man. You know, think he faces the Raiders team is not very good. Geno Smith, like Mr. Interception Man, Geno Smith. I bet you like what, the first week and it was the second week. How many interceptions? I'm gonna look this up. So now I'm fucking curious how many interceptions Geno Smith has on the season. Let's go to good old Google and go to Geno Smith stats. So far, he has 6 touchdowns and 7 interceptions, man. The Seahawks knew something we did not, honestly. You know, it's 79.1 passing rating and 63.8 per completion percent. It's probably the lowest of his career since 2018. Make that many starts in 2018. His full-fledged career basically was when? Basically since 2017 with the Giants. Fucking crazy, bro. Pretty crazy for Geno Smith. But yeah, 2 games, we had basically 3 interceptions. This past week against who he faced the Bears. It was the Bears and also, I believe, the Chargers for 3 interceptions. Not very good for Geno Smith at all, bro. Did the Colts Seahawks do something we did not? We wait and find out what that to say at least. But I got the Colts defeating the Raiders in Lucas Oil Stadium. Should be a meh game, honestly. It's Daniel Jones versus Geno Smith, bro. I can't be more interested in that. Moving on to something probably less interesting, obviously. It's Jackson Dart and the New York Giants beat the Los Angeles Chargers. I know, fucking crazy. The undefeated Chargers go down to MetLife Stadium against rookie Jackson Dart. I know, crazy. We got Spencer Rattler and the New Orleans Saints. I know, Jackson Dart versus Spencer Rattler. Might as well have Geno Smith and Daniel Jones. That's a better quarterback matchup, if you ask me. But I got the New York Giants defeating the New Orleans Saints, and the Giants will improve to 2-3, and the Saints will fall to 0-5. This should be a boring, close game, probably. I do see the Giants pulling out a victory, because I always said at the beginning here, I thought the Giants were going to beat the Saints, and I think that will still be the case here, even if not Russell Wilson, and this time with Jackson Dart already. Should be a fucking boring game, obviously, but it's not a good game whatsoever on paper at all. So the Giants defeating the Saints, and the Giants improve to 2-3, and the Saints will fall to 0-5. Tanking for Arch Manning, man. Aren't you Saints? If he even does on number 1. I don't know fucking. I don't even watch much college football. I'm watching a little bit of college football. Not familiar with the draft prospects though whatsoever. Only in 2026 to say at least. Not familiar. On to the Dallas Cowboys, who tied with the Green Bay Packers, man. I don't want to talk about. We used to didn't lose, but we didn't fucking win, man. It's a major freaking voice crack, go figure. You get the Dallas Cowboys challenge, taking on the New York Jets in MetLife Stadium. Challenge MetLife Stadium as the Cowboys. If they played it in MetLife Stadium twice this year. I expect the Giants in Week 18 eventually. Now Week 5 to go against the Jets. At the Cowboys defeating the New York Jets, and the Cowboys are improve to 2-1. I hate fucking ties, man, like I fucking said. I do it the Cowboys down my own team, man. Oh, my God. But it is what it is. Got the Cowboys improved to 2-1, and the Jets will fall 0-5. Should be a boring game. I don't know, it should be okay, but definitely not intriguing, I'll tell you that right now. That's your 1 p.m. game with the Cowboys and Jets. What do I have to fucking say about this shit? Nothing, I know. But all boring games for Week 5, by the way. Here's one of the few games that actually look good on paper. The Denver Broncos. And Bo Nix, so he's taking on Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles on Lincoln Financial Field. I got the Eagles defeating the Broncos. And the Eagles will improve to 5-0. And the Broncos will fall to 2-3. I can see a word for the Broncos pull up an upset. They probably don't want to go 2-3 here. That's probably, I think, to somewhat be competitive at least. But still, I think the Eagles will pull out victory with a Jake Elliott game-winning field goal. I think that's going to be the case, honestly. That's my prediction there for... I'm not going to say a final score per se. I just think that Jake Elliott is going to make a game-winning field goal. That's what I think there. Eagles will improve to 5-0, and the Broncos will fall to 2-3. When I feel good, honestly, on paper, games for this season to say, for the games for this week to say at least. On to our putrid game on paper. The Miami Dolphins, obviously not too Tyreek Hill off route for the rest of the year, dislocated knee. And to attack below, the Miami Dolphins is traveling to Carolina to the Carolina Panthers. I had the Dolphins beating the Panthers, and the Dolphins are improved 2-3, winning 2 straight to beating the Jets on Monday Night Football. The Panthers will fall 1-4. What are these games, bro? How fucking boring. I know there are 4 teams on the bye, including my Packers. You got the Packers on the bye, you got the Bears on the bye. Then you got the Steelers on the bye, and one other team. I forgot the other team that's on the bye. Maybe I can tell. The Bears, Bengals, the Bengals on the bye? No, they play the Lions. Who the fuck is on the bye? Browns. I'm trying to think, bro. I really am. It's not the Buccaneers. I'm trying to look it up. I'm trying to think. Who the fuck is off this week? Kansas City plays Monday Night Football. I'm really trying to figure this out. I really trying to am. Maybe I should do freaking trivia for this, man. I don't know. Who is on a fucking bye, man? Is it the Falcons? Is it the Falcons that's on a bye? No way. It's the Falcons that's on a bye? I'm trying to think. Because I got my stats. I got my notes here. I think the Falcons are off this week. Are they really? I thought they were playing this week. Let me see this. Hold up. Nope, the Falcons are on a bye. They don't play at all this week. Okay, so it's the Falcons, Packers, Bears, and Steelers. There you go, people. I don't know why I thought based so many fucking times for to fuck up the fucking who was on a fucking bye and all classic me. Maybe I should write them down in my notes. But yeah, the Dolphins defeat the Panthers, and the Dolphins are improved at 2-3, and the Panthers will fall 1-4. Let's move on, shall we, please? Moving on to the final 1 p.m. game. Get the Houston Texans taking on the traveling to M&T Bank Stadium. Taking the Baltimore Ravens. Also Lamar Jackson. He's out for a hamstring injury. So with that, I'm going with the Houston Texans to beat the Baltimore Ravens. And the Texans will improve at 2-3. The Ravens will fall 1-4. They're starting Cooper Rush and have a terrible defense in the Ravens. Yeah, the Texans should hopefully have a field day with that shit. Yeah. As an Equal Collins fantasy owner, I am very pleased by that. Hopefully, knock on wood. Please, don't jinx that, please. I need a good fantasy performance. I'm 2-1 so far. No? Sorry. Anyways, the Texans improved to 2-3, and the Ravens will fall 1-4 in the final 1 p.m. game for Sunday. Well, it's your Sunday 4 p.m. games. We get on out of here with also Sunday football, Monday Night Football as well. Starting with the Tennessee Titans. The Tennessee Titans, they travel into State Farm Stadium, take on the Arizona Cardinals. I got the Cardinals defeating the Titans, and the Cardinals are improved to 3-2, and the Titans will follow 0-5. Another boring-ass fucking game on paper. I know the Cardinals are semi-competitive to a point, but they're not a good competitive team at all. We're really not good potential 3-2 team here. I won't be surprised if the Titans get their first win against the Cardinals. I won't be surprised at all. But I'm going with the Cardinals to defeat the Titans, and the Cardinals will improve at 3-2, and the Titans will fall to 0-5. I was praising Cam Moore for that ridiculous throw he did against the Rams. I was going for a touchdown. Then he put up a putrid performance against the freaking Texans. And I know it's an NRG Stadium, but you get the point. The Cardinals will improve at 3-2, and the Titans will fall 0-5. Moving on to the Seattle Seahawks. As you hear a fucking bike down my street. What else is fucking new, people? You don't go any fucking day without recording, and some fucking bike goes blazing down my street. Moving on to the Seattle Seahawks. So the Tampa Bay Buccaneers this season. We start the Buccaneers. The travel to Lumen Field take on the Seattle Seahawks. I got the Seahawks defeating the Buccaneers, and the Seahawks are improved to 4-1. And the Buccaneers will fall 3-2. Should just be one of a few good games on paper for Sunday. The second good game other than Broncos and Eagles I mentioned at this point. This should be a fun game. It's battle of 2 and 3 and 1 teams on 4 p.m. There's a better 4 p.m. matchups to a point and 1 p.m. matchups. We get the young one, the minimum I'm looking forward to, but still. I got the Seahawks defeating the Buccaneers, and the Seahawks are improved to 4-1, and the Buccaneers are fallen up 3-2. We went on to could have been a good game on paper, which it wasn't for Joe Burrow getting hurt. Got the Detroit Lions travel to Cincinnati to take on the Bengals. I got the Lions defeating the Bengals. And the Lions will improve to 4-1, and the Buccaneers. The Bengals will fall 2-3. 3 straight losses. They're starting 2-0, believe it or not. Not a great season for the Bengals, losing their starting quarterback, and Jake Brown is playing like dog shit, man. Not good if you're a Bengals fan, to say at least. Not good also if you're a Jamar Chase fan as the owner, man. Too bad I'm not one of those, to say the least. But the Lions defeating the Bengals here, and the Lions improve to 4-1. The Bengals will fall 2-3. What do you want me to say about this game? Boring? I know, let's move on. Moving on, so Los Angeles Chargers hosting the Washington Redskins / Commanders. And the Red Commanders, I got the Chargers defeating the Commanders / Redskins. And the Chargers improve to 4-1. And the Redskins will fall to 2-3. Unless Jayden Daniels is playing, I can see this game being different from paper for my change here. But I think if Jayden Daniels is playing or not, I'm still going to pick the Chargers to win because they're at home in SoFi Stadium. I think it'll be... This should be a good game if Jayden Daniels plays. If Jayden Daniels does not play, it might be a different story because we don't think I'm not impressed with Marcus Mariota. What do you want me to say? But the Chargers defeating the Redskins / Commanders. What the fucking name? I'm going to call them the Redskins. I fucking feel like to. They used to be known as the Redskins. What do you want me to say? Chargers will improve to 4-1, and the Redskins / Commanders will fall 2-3. So like I said, Jayden Daniels is playing, and then he's playing healthy in this game. I do think it'll be a close game, hopefully a good game too on paper, to say at least. That is your final Sunday 4 p.m. game. 2 more games, we'll get on out of here. Only 16 and a half minutes or 17 minutes on this podcast, man. What do you want me to say? Kind of a slow week in NFL predictions, to say at least. The 4 teams on a bye, but you get the point. We're on to Sunday Night Football. You got the New England Patriots challenging, oh fucking A. The New England Patriots traveling the what is it called? Highmark Stadium. Can't fucking think of the Bills Stadium now. Take on the Buffalo Bills on Sunday Night Football. Stephon Diggs returns to Buffalo to take on his former team. Obviously, last year it was the Texans, but obviously it was in the Texans and Bills did play. But the Texans were at home, man, so you couldn't challenge. You couldn't went to Buffalo. But this time he goes to Buffalo as another division rival team, the Patriots. He has been a good game, too, with the Patriots, I believe. 100-plus yards, I believe, against the Panthers of all teams. You get the point. At the Buffalo Bills defeating the New England Patriots, and the Bills are improved to 5-0. And the Patriots will fall at 2-3. The Patriots are still a very good competitive 2-3 team, even if they give a good game against the Bills. This should be a boring game. That's why you have 2 good Sunday Night Footballs and potential 3 duds. Unless this game could be good, as long as the Patriots and Drake May can throw for good yardage against the Bills defense, it should be better than Falcons and Vikings and Chiefs and Giants, obviously. But a trajectory of Packers and Cowboys, or maybe Ravens and Bills, I don't think they'll be up there. Waiting to find out that maybe this will be the better game out of the 2 I just mentioned, Packers and Cowboys, and Ravens and Bills. Waiting to find out that, to say the least. But the Buffalo Bills defeating the New England Patriots, and the Bills will improve to 5-0, and the Patriots will fall at 2-3 on Sunday Night Football. And on to your final game to predict in Week 5 for the 2025 NFL season. Monday Night Football, you got the Kansas City Chiefs traveling to Jacksonville, Florida, taking the Jaguars. You got the Chiefs defeating the Jaguars, and the Chiefs will improve at 3-2. Win 3 straight games after starting 0-2, obviously. And the Jaguars will fall at 3-2. This game should honestly be kind of underrated. I might watch this game. I mean, not watching much Monday Night Football. I watched the first week of the season against the Vikings and Bears. I did watch brief Lions and Ravens, so I got fucking exhausted and went to bed obviously early. Even the game was pretty good, honestly, offensive-wise. Last time the Ravens looked good, honestly. But still, I think this game could be good. could definitely be pretty decent. The Chiefs are starting to pick up their old ways, and the Jaguars are pretty at least a competitive average team in that AFC. Do I think they'll beat the Chiefs here? I don't. I think the Chiefs will beat the Jaguars, and the Chiefs will improve at 3-2. And the Jaguars will fall to 3-2. That is my 2025 NFL Week 5 predictions. I'm going to go over it again. I got the Rams defeating the 49ers on Thursday Night Football. I got the Vikings defeating the Browns on the Sunday London game. I got the Colts defeating the Raiders. I got the Giants defeating the Saints. I got the Cowboys defeating the Jets. I got the Eagles defeating the Broncos. I got the Dolphins defeating the Panthers. I got the Texans defeating the Ravens. That's all Sunday 1 p.m. games. Sunday 4 p.m. games, I got the Cardinals defeating the Titans. I got the Seahawks defeating the Buccaneers. I got the Lions defeating the Bengals. I got the Chargers defeating the Commanders/Redskins. That's all 4 p.m. games on Sunday football. Sunday Night Football, I got the Buffalo Bills defeating the New England Patriots. And conclude the NFL season for Week 5, we get the Monday Night Football game in the Kansas City Chiefs defeating the Jacksonville Jaguars. That is my 2025 NFL Week 5 predictions on this podcast. Leave me in the comment section below on this podcast and video, if you say at least on YouTube, what you think of my predictions were up to NFL Week 5 predictions to say. So let me know your predictions to say at least in the comment section below on YouTube. The only place to get this video to say at least. Peace and love, everybody. I am out. Take care. Love you all big time, to say the least.